Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go!
Let's go! Let's put up 7 tonight, boys!
The Winnipeg Jets beat the Dallas Stars 4-0. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Hellebuyck has entered the conversation. Connor Hellebuyck absolutely had his swagger back tonight. He takes one for the Winnipeg Jets, making big save after big save after big save that we are going to break down in this video. Jake Oettinger played excellent on the other side. You will see that as well, but it just wasn't good enough to get the job done. And it also wasn't good enough because the Dallas Stars were unable to beat him, and Hellebuyck gets his first shutout. In other news, the Jets' first line clicking, on fire, looking dangerous, looking deadly, moving the puck at will. The Jets had their swagger back as a whole. It wasn't just Hellebuyck. The Jets realized in this game that they had time and space. And I can tell you, when you're in the building, you can see things just a little bit differently. Now, the Dallas Stars, they did well tonight. Oettinger was good. Rantanen finally gets shut down, did his best. They had 5 or 6 amazing chances to get this game a lot closer, and they kept the Jets really well to the outside, and they limited 5 power plays to just 1 goal. That being said, Stars fans, I've got to tell you something. A lot of you have come here because I am a Jets fan that covers this game without bias. Well, parental discretion advised. I need to talk to my people right now. So if you don't mind, you're welcome to stay. Just don't think it's going to be unbiased today.
Let's go! Let's go! Jets win! Jets win!
Woo! All right, now that I have my composure and my official hockey bucket, and if you're from Dallas, yes, that's Kyle Connor on a bucket of chicken. The Jets not only had their swagger back, but this is the first time the Jets have been all together since early March, possibly late February. It has been a long time since the Winnipeg Jets have played as a unit. And there's a few other caveats to this game as well, too. There is no question in my mind after seeing these 2 games that the Jets absolutely had a hangover after all that emotion pouring out against St. Louis. You're going on a Wednesday game. It's 8:30 at night. It's a terrible time to play hockey for both teams. The fans just not nearly as into it Wednesday as they were Friday. That building was electric. It was popping. It's a Friday night street party. The fans brought it. The whiteout brought it, and you could see the Jets were ready to go. I think the more critical thing to this game, though, was the Jets have realized that they have more time and space against Dallas than they thought they did. When you come out of a war where every time you touch a puck, you get blown up, hit, and hit very hard against St. Louis, and you come play Dallas, who, yes, threw 37 hits tonight, it just doesn't hit the same, though. They do not play the same level of physicality as the St. Louis Blues. So I think Winnipeg has now realized, oh, we got a little bit more momentum, movement, and time and space in this game than we did in the last series. Yes, Dallas is the more skilled team than St. Louis. Yes, Dallas is faster. They may have one of the deepest teams in the NHL, but Winnipeg has been the best team in the NHL through the regular season. And when you give Winnipeg an inch, they will take a mile. Let's see that mile tonight. The Winnipeg Jets are going to move the puck down into the corner here. And on this power play, there was 4 minutes, but I think it was critical that the Jets go ahead and get one in and get one in fast. You have the opportunity to bump it out here to the top. You have a lot of different opportunities when you're Winnipeg, a lot of different looks here. As that puck moves down, though, they try to jam it short side. Short side doesn't work. That's fine. It ends up at the point. And you can see here, Winnipeg now stacks 4 down low. They're looking to get into position. They bump it out to the shooter position, and it's just wait. And the next thing they do is move it right across the middle, absolutely slash them, and get a beautiful shot on net. That shot on net is kicked away, and you could see the Winnipeg fans ready to jump up there. Unbelievable save by Jake Oettinger. Fantastic game. They rim the puck right around the outside, and it's Morrissey setting it back up, and it's right back to work. They move it down to Ehlers over in the corner, And as Ehlers steps out, he sees nothing. He's trying to bait them, moves it back up high, and Winnipeg is going to position themselves right around the net. Tons of movement here. Big deal. So now, all we have seen all year from the Jets, it's angle changes. It's left-right. It's north-south. Everything on the power play is about movement with the Jets. Scheifele takes it from low to high skating, and as soon as he has the opportunity to move it to Morrissey up at the top, he does. The big difference for Winnipeg, though, in this series is going to be big Gabe Vilardi down low. He is an absolute engine on this power play, but I do believe all 5 people need to be in there. Big shot, again, huge redirection by Oettinger. These are high percentage chances. Dallas has an opportunity to get the puck out of the middle there. They don't do it, and that's going to force them now to play down low. They move it into the middle. It's a little bit of a broken play, and you need those broken plays. Realistically, everything hinges on the ability to get the puck out of the zone at this moment. They don't do it. And when that doesn't happen on the penalty kill, bad things tend to happen. So you find it in the slot, broken play, shot, bang. Gabe Vilardi puts it in the back of the net.
And the towels go crazy. Everyone loses it.
Play continues for the Winnipeg Jets. The Stars get their opportunity, and it's an unlikely puck fumble from Thomas Harley at this point. Big Adam Lowry moves it forward. We've seen this 100 times, and I got to say, Jake Oettinger was on his game tonight. Normally shots like this go in. I know Lowry's normally not known as a goal scorer, but he takes away that 5-hole from Lowry. Big time momentum swing there. You got to help your defensemen when they make mistakes. Back to the power play. Jets penalty kill here. Take a look at what's going on. What you are trying to do is bait Dylan DeMelo into going down. He does, but you're not aware of the second stick that ends up getting into the lane. Nemestikov has been an unheralded hero for the Jets as that puck moves forward. The Jets did that all night. Stick on puck, redirecting, helping their goalie. Power play continues from the top. Quick little snapshot from the shooter position. There's Connor Hellebuyck to make a save. Something we haven't seen at the start of the playoffs. Big save from the top of the point. And then we see diving plays by Winnipeg. Life and limb at pucks. Continuing into that kill, it's Pionk's turn. Big kick save there for him. Getting down, getting into the shooting lane, and then making sure they're on it and clear it. Barron on it, Connor on it. All speed, all day. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Turn it over. The Jets have numbers. They exit the zone. And when it feels like you can turn a game into numbers, that's a huge deal when you're playing against the Winnipeg Jets. And when you turn the game into numbers, that's a big deal when you're playing hockey, especially when you're on the penalty kill. Goal number 2, dump in. Little bit of a broken play, but the Jets are on it first. It's Nikolaj Ehlers picking the puck up. The forecheck was enough there by Ehlers to slow the puck down so Mark Scheifele could pick it up. Great read and react there by Scheifele, who's in the midst of a line change. He forces it over here to Josh Morrissey. Josh Morrissey holds on to the puck. He's going to go from high to low down to Nick Ehlers. Now, Ehlers is looking for something very specific here. I mean, anytime Ehlers has the puck on his stick, it's chaos. This man is absolutely chaos incarnate when it comes to hockey. Anything can happen when Nick Ehlers touches a puck, good and bad. It's just a crapshoot. He's looking to make a beautiful pass over to here. You can see him feeding it, and I love it. It's just broken plays. You throw it at Lindell, who was an absolute stud and an all-star in game 1 for Dallas. Bad bounce off his foot in the back of the net. That's 2-0 Jets. And you know what? Puck luck, you need it if you're going to win a series. You need it if you're going to win a game. You need it if you're going to win a Stanley Cup. Luck comes from hard work. Winnipeg, great dump in. Great forecheck by Ehlers. Great pass by Scheifele over to Josh Morrissey. You get lucky with a puck off the skate. But for every lucky goal you get, Oettinger took away one you should have had. So overall, really nice game by the Jets. But sometimes you deserve some favorable bounces like this. Dallas will get theirs. Don't worry. That's how series go. That's why it's 7 games. Early on in the first, this game could have been well over really quickly. Puck comes up to the point here. DeMelo, he's going to find Scheifele wide open. The Dallas D zone just breaks down here. Like, this is what happens when you get Jets with swagger. Boom, that puck moves over to Scheifele. This puck should be in the back of the net. For all intents and purposes, look at how much net this man has to shoot at. And he's been one of the best goal scorers in the NHL this year. Big shot, but Jake Oettinger is able to read it, moves over, makes it look routine. I think at the end of the day, Mark Scheifele put it a little too low and a little too towards the net. If he would have hit top left corner, it would have gone in. Obviously, it's a hard shot to make as a one-timer, but it is a shot you can expect a goal scorer to make. More examples of turnovers by the Jets. Dylan Samberg holds the puck at the line, and this was the example of Winnipeg when I'm talking swagger. That puck looks to exit, and it doesn't. It's just Samberg doing Samberg things. He's really ascended in this series for Winnipeg, and he's really just ascended as a player. Look at this. The confidence to step in, to make that quick little pivot, pick up that puck, bang. The Jets are back on offense. It's a 3-on-2 at this point. They walk in, take a quick shot, and it's a little redirect. It's unbelievable. Hits his pad, comes back off a skate, almost goes in one more time. Unfortunately, the Jets aren't on the doorstop to capitalize on that one, but man, the puck was bouncing their way. Still in the first, tons going on here. How many times did we see this in the Blues series? Skate in, harmless shot, shouldn't be a problem, goes in the back of the net. On this one, it wasn't. Hellebuyck is finding his groove. Yes, Stars fans, I am celebrating the fact that he made a routine save on his own entry. Trust me, we needed that one after a few things we saw, and he needed that one. Hellebuyck again, following this one up on Marchment with a absolutely bang windmill save. When goalies are making that move with their glove, you know they're on. It's going to be a good night. Players on the other bench won't admit it, but when you see a goalie windmill, you go, crap, he's dialed. And you never want Hellebuyck dialed if you're on the opposing team. More turnovers here in the D zone. Dallas causing absolute chaos, picks it up. Beautiful cutback, absolutely phenomenal ankle breaking cutback here. Steps in, fires an absolutely wicked snapshot. It's not good enough to beat Hellebuyck tonight. Goal number 3 for Winnipeg, Dylan DeMelo, king of just putting it on net in Winnipeg. This guy takes well-timed shots when they come in. Not a prolific goal scorer. Beautiful tip in front. Fantastic stick-on puck there by Dallas. Puck ends up going wide, and this is the critical part to Winnipeg's game. Puck hound. You need to be puck hounds. The Lowry, Appleton, Nino line needs to play together. Do not break these guys up. Lowry is the first one to that puck. He's able to reverse it. We talk about length and width at all times. So if you're going to move the puck from here and you end up over the corner, you want to move it back to the other side. Why do we do that? Very simple. We catch all of these guys on the wrong side. That's the piece for it. When you send 3 guys to get a puck and you don't get that puck and you get caught, bad things happen. Bad things like goals going in happen. And that's exactly what happens here. That puck ends up with Nina Ryder, who takes it right over to DeMelo here at the top. And it takes way too long for Dallas to get set up from that corner. DeMelo's going to sneak in, puts a puck off the end boards. Look, guys, once again, if you think this is luck, this one is not. Defensemen shoot for the boards. They shoot for glass passes. They shoot for passes off skates. At all points in time, defensemen are calculating their shots and they're thinking, where can I put this to cause the most chaos? It does. It bounces back out. And who's on it? It's the captain for his 4th goal of the playoffs. And you can see here the bucket hats in tow. No KFC goal, but darn, the whiteout is ready to go. As the game continues on, the other narrative is Winnipeg playing the body. Comes in, steps through. Every time Dallas touched the puck, Winnipeg was there to lay a booming check. Bang, into the boards by Vilardi. Heavy, heavy hits. And those types of plays lead to plays like this. It leads to a goal scorer stepping in, taking an absolutely beautiful shot. But once again, I mean, you got to give full credit here to Dallas. They tie up the stick beautifully. This is a really good defensive effort. You don't go looking for the puck. You tie the stick, you save a goal. And then if Dallas didn't have bad luck, they'd have no luck. On the entry play, Jamie Benn drives the net, as he should. Absolutely unbelievable dangle and angle change. If you guys are watching this one here, as you skate in, it's all about the direction of his skates. When you have your skates pointed forward and you have the puck pointed forward this way, the goalie has to give you credit for shot. But then what he's going to do is open up just a quick little pivot. You have an option here to shoot again as well too. He doesn't. Really beautiful skating at this point. Moves it forward. Filthy hands. The net is wide open. Connor Hellebuyck rolls on his back. The puck here is shot wide, but it really just goes to show the effort that Hellebuyck had. It's a post. It's no good. And I mean, come on, guys. It's Wyatt Johnson. Sick player. Unbelievable hands. Should have scored. Just happened to be Winnipeg's night. And then perhaps the best play of the night, and it happened against the Jets. Samberg, great play. Turns that puck up. Lowry goes to pick up that puck, and bang, he is put into his own bench. I mean, it's fine. He needed a line change anyway. I can't explain to you guys in the building how much of a nothing burger this was. Nobody saw it. Nobody heard it. Like, I understand there's 15,000 people. Comment down below. I know you saw it. I know you heard it. But the reaction was very limited. The play was so fast and moving so quick. I don't think anyone in our section realized what happened. And because he ended up in the entire bench, Winnipeg didn't miss a beat. But what a hit by Petrovic. Like, oh my goodness. It has been a long time since we have seen a guy go head over tea kettle into the back of their own bench. Now, I'm going to say this game felt like it could get out of hand quickly. It didn't. Beautiful play here by Dallas, finding the puck. Unbelievable save again by Hellebuyck. How many times have we seen him beat by a shot out at that area? Puck ends up coming. It's a redirect, and he makes another diving save. One more time, running it back here. Dallas slashing through the middle. No business getting this puck through DeMelo Morrissey. They do, but it doesn't matter because Connor Hellebuyck is there with the save. Guys, you heard me talk about this in the last series. Your goalie needs to save you a game. He needs to win you a game. There were enough saves you just saw there that should have gone in the net. He stole it. He stole it. The Jets played fantastic, but when your goalie plays fantastic, players play fantastic in front of you. But I would argue this one is actually a bit of the reverse. The Winnipeg offense was on fire for the first 6 to 10 minutes of that game. Untouchable, unstoppable. Yeah, there was a 4-minute power play there, but they were hot. That settles a goalie down quick. Another thing that settles a goalie down, you get through that first round and it goes as bad as it did for Hellebuyck. You end up in the second round. All of a sudden you start normalizing the pressure. It shockingly gets easier the deeper you go mentally up here under the old bucket. And that is because you get used to the stress of being in the situation. This is why teams have to go far in the playoffs to get confidence. This is why you have to go round after round after round. You can't just look at one round as winning the Stanley Cup. You have to be prepared and mentally ready to know it's just another game. You are 16 wins from the Stanley Cup. So absolutely critical job done here by Winnipeg. They took the win. But Dallas did what they needed to do, which was take one at home. Now Winnipeg has to go to Dallas, and on the back of Connor Hellebuyck, they need to win one more and even the series to take home ice advantage back. But a lot of people on Winnipeg saw what I saw. That team is back. Dallas is a very good team. They did not just lay over and die. They had multiple opportunities to put that away, and they are too good to not be a threat at all times in this series. Winnipeg takes away Mikko Rantanen. Big deal. We saw Neil Pionk. I wish I could find highlights on it. Neil Pionk followed that man around the rink and ragdolled him, punched him, fought with him, hooked him, and pulled him at all ends of the ice. Colin Miller did the same thing. And speaking of Colin Miller and Hayden Fleury, they look great together. Luke Schenn is out, and he's not injured. He's sat because Luke Schenn has done what he has needed to do. He's a big body. You don't need that right now against Dallas. You need puck moving and you need speed. And Miller and Fleury looked phenomenal together. Fleury is starting to look and show flashes of the reason he was drafted so high. He will always be a bottom pairing defenseman, but he is starting to look like an NHL regular out there. He moves that puck quite well, and Colin Miller does as well. Winnipeg is going to need that because Pionk and Samberg have ascended. They have become an absolute nightmare of a top 4 defensive pairing, and Morrissey and DeMelo are always solid. Winnipeg is going to have an uphill slog going into Dallas. They're going to have their green towels. They're not going to have KFC buckets. They'll have their own thing. But it'll be a bit of a challenge. And you know what? The Dallas Stars may be a good team, But as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I know one thing about Dallas. Sometimes sports in there can be real challenging, right? How about them Cowboys? Yeah, how about them? I'd love them to win. Imagine being a fan of the Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of victories in my lifetime, so sweet. Everyone, thank you for checking it out. Phenomenal game. I'll leave you with his unbelievable end of game footage. Ehlers put one in, empty net from the other side of the ice. I'll see you now for game 3, where we watch the battle of Connor Hellebuyck and Connor's backup, Jake Oettinger. And I also want to give a special shout out to all the incredible fans, friends, and family that you see at events like this. I know you see them too. They're dressed up as beautiful people, phenomenal human beings. Every single one of them in these pictures. Fans, thank you for saying hi to me in the arena. Too kind, so nice. My wife, my brother who I attended the game with, rock on. I love you both more than anything. It's an absolute privilege to live in this city with such wonderful people, Winnipeg. Go Jets, go.
MVP.